What's going on guys, Jagira here, and today I'll be giving you all some tips and tricks and just downright advice on the Gladiator. There's going to be a short video focusing on how you can better use the Gladiator, and if you're against him, some little tricks you can use, well, to be better against him. So let's get into it. So let's start off with the toe stab, the Gladiator's most iconic move. You can use this on its own or at the end of a chain, and it is performed by pressing S on the keyboard and the guard break button. Or if you're on a controller, I believe it is backwards with the analog stick, and whatever button is guard break, I do forget, sorry. So yeah, this makes your trident, you stick it in someone's foot, and it will set the fight back to neutral, basically. You hit them, and you knock them back. But this can be avoided quite easily by side dodging. And if they do dodge to the side, then it is a free guard break for your opponent against you. This is not good. So a little tip is just to not constantly be using this move. As much as it's fun, and it is pretty good at the end of a chain, so you can go light attack, toe stab, I wouldn't recommend doing it all the time. People will get wise to it, they will dodge, and then they'll be punished. A little thing, maybe start the fight with going, light attack, toe stab, but afterwards just do a light attack, and see if they preemptively dodge, and if they do, you can then guard break them and punish them. Or if they go for a side attack, you can therefore parry that incoming side attack. So just don't get stuck in this sort of repetitive thing with the toe stab. Talking about side attacks, your moves as a gladiator in which you dodge and follow up with a light attack are incredibly unsafe. They are performed like how most side attacks are for assassins, which is you dodge in the direction you want and then you press light attack at the same time. If your enemy blocks this attack, they will be getting a freed guard break from you, straight up. So never ever use this as a means of engagement, only as a form of counter-attacking. And if you're against a gladiator, watch out for this. Maybe you can trick them into attacking you. For example, Lawbringer shove. Instead of going for a light attack or a guard break after the shove, wait and see if they go for a side attack. Block that, free guard break. It is also wise to note that the gladiators attack crowd pleaser, which is done by going forward, dodging and then pressing right attack. While it is quick and does a lot of damage, if it's blocked, you guessed it, free guard break. Deflecting is a wonderful and nice little move, and you feel like a god when you pull it off. After a deflect as a gladiator, you can follow up with a heavy attack which will skewer your opponent with your trident, allowing you to apply ticking bleed damage. The longer you hold it, the more bleed will be applied, or you can throw them by pressing any key in what direction you want and using the guard break button. Yet, it is not always perfect. For example, if your target has a hyper armor, you will not apply the CC part of the skewer, which gives a bleed. You will do some damage, but you'll be at the mercy for whatever incoming attack is at your face. It is not a good idea. On top of that, I have noticed something rather amazing. Orochis do seem to be able to dodge out of the way of the skewer deflect. Now, I tested this on a bot, and it can be confirmed that the Orochi, or if you are an Orochi, you can dodge before the skewer hits, allowing for the gladiator to be punished. So with heroes that you know have hyper armor or get hyper armor, it is a good idea not to do the skewer. And for those who can dodge, like the Orochi, it's best, for those ones it is just best to go for a parry rather than a deflect, no matter how cool it may look. I just want to add, at the time of this video, it is only Orochi I have seen that has been able to dodge from the skewer. I've tried with other bots and they all seem to get skewered, except the Berserker during his combo in which he gets hyper armor. The Gladiator's moves Sucker Punch and Counter Jab. Now these are weird ones because you do have a variation where you can do a heavy attack following the shield stun, yet it's not always guaranteed that heavy attack. It can be blocked. I've never seen it parried, but definitely blocked, and if you use this move on a fellow assassin, that heavy attack can be deflected. Happened to me many a times, and I've done it many of times as well. So I'd never recommend doing that move on an assassin. With regards to the heavy though, the sort of redeeming fact is that you can do this heavy in whatever direction you want. So you do your shield slam type move to the right and you attack from the left, or you do it from the right and you can attack from the top. Sort of weird combinations and variations like this in the hope of landing a hit. Other than that, I mean, do not expect the heavy to land, and if you are something like a Lawbringer, you can therefore shove straight after that heavy if you block it. I only really recommend doing that sort of counter jab heavy or the counter jab versus an Ibushi. That's just so you can get back up into their faces. But like I just said, and I do heavily stress, never do the heavy attack which follows on a fellow assassin. It will be deflected and it will hurt you. A little tip for all of you is the skewer chain finisher can be feinted. Not many people know this, but it can. And this is useful because at the moment, people aren't good at parrying it, but later on people will get better at parrying it. So you're going to want to learn how to feint this skewer chain finisher into another attack. So what you do is you do your light, you'd go for the skewer chain finisher. Before it finishes, press E on the keyboard to feint, or whatever the other feint button for the controllers are. Follow up with a light attack, or if they're going to dodge, you can guard break and get a punish. If they side attack, you can parry that incoming side attack. There is a lot of things you can do. A good one that was used on me was I was out of stamina, I dodged, but they feinted it, they went for the toe stab, knocked me on the floor, and then gave me a heavy attack to the bonce. So what I'm trying to get at is there's many things that you can do with the Gladiator. Be creative, but be safe, because as I've discussed, there is a lot of punishes for the moves you've got, and you do have some natural counters, mainly characters with hyper armor for one. So guys, I hope this video helps you with playing a Gladiator or, playing against a Gladiator. If you found this video useful in any way, please leave a like, that is greatly appreciated. And if there is something I didn't mention and you know of, then please feel free to share that in the comments down below. A reminder guys, I do have a Discord, that link in the description box down below. Would be amazing if you join, and if you're new to the channel and you love the content, why not hit that subscribe button to become absolutely awesome. And while you're at it, make sure that little bell next to it is ticked, that way you'll be notified whenever a new video of mine goes up live. Guys, I've been Jagira, all of you have been amazing for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care and bye bye.